For the first time, the Omaha Police Department's promotional ceremony features promotions for every rank and position except chief. OPD leaders say all of them are ready to take the next step in their careers serving the citizens of Omaha. Here's First Alert 6's John Chapman.
O'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
A group of Omaha's finest honored and promoted. Officer Jennie Scanlon promoted to sergeant. Jeremy Zipay moves up to lieutenant. And Kyle Steffen promoted to captain.
We are excited for what you will do to help continue to make the Omaha Police Department the finest police department in the United States of America.
The Omaha Police Department is recruiting, looking for more men and women to protect life and property in the city. Bringing more officers to the department will be just one of the responsibilities of Keith Williamson, who was promoted from captain to deputy chief.
This is a noble profession. A lot of people are called to it, and I think it's just getting the word out there and reminding people of that. It's a great way to get back to their community.
Deputy Chief Sherie Thomas.
Deputy Chief Sherie Thomas moves to the top of the deputy chief line.
The executive deputy chief position is the #2 person within the Omaha Police Department. When I am gone, the executive deputy chief, in my absence, will be the chief of police.
I've been preparing my entire career for this moment. I believe education helps me be knowledgeable about not just leadership, but just policing issues, and I just look forward to serving in this role.
There are two things all the men and women who were promoted have in common. They have years and years of experience, and they are highly educated.
When you combine experience with education, it's a tremendous boost to what we do. The experience, because you understand the tentacles of police work, you understand the tentacles of Omaha police work. But the collegiate degree, the master's degree for management positions is so very important, so you understand what works and doesn't work in policing.
In Omaha, I'm John Chapman, First Alert 6.
Chief Schmaderer says Omaha Police prides itself in being closely associated with the University of Nebraska, Omaha to constantly study best practices.